Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. I have been so busy the last couple of weeks. Today is Saturday, and although I've got loads of work to do, honestly I've been so almost catatonic with tiredness that although I've done a few chores and a bit of work, I've basically kept napping every couple of hours. It's really weird how tired I feel at the moment. But I thought I'd get ahead with the kind of end of month videos because I didn't do a what I've used up video last month. So I've got quite a few items that I've used actually in May and June. So although we're not quite into July, I thought I'd do my empties today. So let's dig in. I've got quite a few products that doesn't look quite empty, does it? Maybe I'll have another little go with this one. I have basically used up my Jo Malone wood sage and sea salt body and hand wash, although I've actually used it as a kind of bubble bath as well. Now, I'm looking at this because I'm seeing some in the bottom, and so I think I might get another bath out of that. But basically, the only thing I don't like about this product is the pump action means you do lose some stuff at the bottom, but it's not beyond the wit of man to pour that out. But I really love the wood sage and sea salt fragrance. At the moment, Jo Malone only produces this in a perfume, which I haven't bought. This body and hand wash, which you could kind of use in the shower or bath as well. I mean, it's not just a hand wash. And a really beautiful body cream, which I have bought and I've kind of half used. I've put away now because I've run out of this one, so I'm going to use it again later. I think this is a really great all-season fragrance from Jo Malone. I mean, some of them feel really summery, some of them feel more wintry. This one I think you can wear right through the seasons. You know, you could wear it in autumn, you could wear it in summer, you could wear it in spring. It's just a really refreshing fragrance. And the other thing I really like about it is it's not so overpowering that you can't use it with other fragrances. And by that I mean not just other Jo Malone fragrances, which they market as being able to be combined. You know, I often use the body products of this with my Chanel or Tom Ford fragrances. So pricey, but I will definitely get another bottle of this. Maybe not immediately, but at some stage. I really like it. And I really wish they would come out with the bath oil in this, because I absolutely love the bath oils. They're really pricey, but they last ages, and they're really strong fragrance. Fantastic in the bath and not too oily. You don't end up with an oil slick. So at the moment, they don't do this fragrance in the bath oil. And I had used this wash with generally the French lime fragranced bath oil, which I felt went together well. So more or less use that up. Really like it. I'll actually go back and use up the end of that. I've talked about these before. The Corres Milk Proteins wipes, my favourite wipes. This is the reformulation in America. I think you can still get the kind of taupey packs with this label in a kind of more turquoisey blue, and it's not the packaging. I actually think the formulation of the wipes is slightly different, but I like them both. I think I've got some more of these. I usually have them on the go, so they're a definite repurchase. Another thing that I finally used up, this went on for ages, like this one as well. It's the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser for Dark Circles. And I found it fairly effective as a concealer for dark circles under the eye. I love their Lumi pen as well. And if I had to choose between the two, I'd probably go with the Lumi pen, because you can use that elsewhere on the face as a kind of highlighter. So it's a more versatile product. This one I just used under the eyes. The other thing that I wasn't 100% keen on was the sponge applicator, which I felt kind of got a bit dirty as I used it. Some people said you could kind of chop that off and still use it, but you ended up with a kind of blunt bit of plastic at the top, so I didn't know how that quite worked. By the way, it is fully used. That bit there is just coloured tube. There's no product in there. But lasts for ages. Really good value drugstore product. I think I've got another one I haven't opened yet, but I would definitely recommend it. Not sure I'd recommend this. This was a kind of travel size I got from MAC. I think I needed to kind of make up value on something that I was buying. So this was their Pro Eye Makeup Remover. I found it stung my eyes a little bit. I needed to scrub quite a bit to get off the mascara. I've never really found a great eye makeup remover. I know I keep saying that and people keep telling me to buy Clarins and L'Oreal, and I haven't got round to it yet. I'm using up still a Sephora one, but I think I will investigate the Clarins one next, but I wouldn't get this MAC one again. Dinky little bottle though, and that was quite useful for travel. Another all-time favourite, my Holy Grail mascara are Le Volume de Chanel. They're not for everyone. I think mascara is really a personal thing. I actually have, don't hate me, quite abundant, long, dark lashes. So my issue with mascara is panda eyes rather than thickening, lengthening or anything like that. You know, I'm just using mascara to accentuate what I've already got, and it doesn't need to do a lot of work. What it does need to do is not leak onto the orbit of my eye, and particularly because I have quite long lashes that do touch the orbit of my eye, panda eye is a real problem. And this is the only mascara, literally the only mascara, and I have tried dozens over the years that works for me. It's quite a stubby little brush. The texture of the mascara is quite thick and creamy right the way through. They last for ages. You'll probably realise I haven't thrown away a mascara in one of these videos for a long, long time. I don't abide by the rule that you have to ditch your mascaras 3 months after opening them. I never quite understand why it's considered that what you brush on your eyes is going to be on your lashes more affected by bacteria than, for example, what you line the edges of your eyes with. Nobody says you need to throw away your liner or your pencil every 3 months, but they do say mascara. I think exactly the same considerations apply to all of those products, and frankly I think it's, you know, a bit of a wheeze to get people to purchase mascara more frequently. I mean, obviously if you have an eye infection, and I've had conjunctivitis recently, which is why I'm tossing this finally, although it's not finished and the texture is still quite good, but I don't want to infect myself. But I honestly don't believe you need to throw away every 3 months unless there's obviously something wrong with the mascara or your eyes. But definite repurchase. They come out in different colours. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get this colour, which I think was a special edition khaki, which I really, really liked. But I've got another one on the go. So that's another repurchase. What else have I got? Few good samples. This was Sublimage La Creme from Chanel. I'm happy to report that I won't be repurchasing this. Gorgeous smell, nice texture, not over the moon about it, felt nice on the skin, pleasant experience, but it really didn't make any great difference, and it's a hugely expensive cream. You know the drill with me as well. I don't understand how serious cosmetic producers can talk about the antioxidant and other active ingredients in their creams and produce them in jars where they're immediately exposed to the air and are going to degrade. It's got to be in a pump action or a tube for me, so that would put me off the Chanel. It was a nice sample to have though. I also had this anti-wrinkle cream, which is more of a kind of serum. Again, I love the Chanel smell of their creams. And this one felt a bit more moisturising actually than the Sublimage, even though it's slightly less expensive, but I can't say I'll be rushing out to buy it. So that was a no. Finally finished up this Oli Henriksen Sheer Transformation, which a load of the YouTube bloggers, the girly ones, had been recommended, at least a year, 15 months ago. And I got this in a set. Again, I mean, I used it for travel a lot. And I didn't even find it that moisturising, to be honest. It certainly didn't transform my skin. So that's not happening again. Quite like these Boscia masks. I got a mix pack here, and one of them, not surprisingly, the one for oily skin, was not good for me. They were all peel-offs, which is quite unusual these days. Most masks are wash-offs. So I didn't like the green tea oil control mask, but I loved the luminizing black mask, although it was quite messy to get off, and the cool blue calming mask, and there was also a bright white mask. Difficult to get these in the UK. Sephora have them in the States and probably Europe, and I definitely think I would stock up if I was over in the States again. New shampoo that I actually got in TJ Maxx. This is Dixon Keratin Diamond Shampoo Anti-Frizz, which was not that expensive. I think is it an American brand? I don't know. There seems to be quite a lot of Italian on here. Anyway, I quite liked it. It's still in TJ Maxx, or certainly some of the stores in London and Luton I've been into recently, because I picked up another one. I'm not sure I'd pay full price for it, but paying kind of £5 for it in TJ Maxx, definitely worth it. I'd forgotten I'd used up the Maybelline Lumi pen I was talking about as well. Definite repurchase. Fantastic product. Way better than the more famous Yves Saint Laurent Touche Éclat one, which I'm now having to work through because I stocked up on them before I discovered this much cheaper, much better alternative. It's a wonderful product. Works under the eyes, works brightening the face, cheap and cheerful, and does the trick. I'm not usually a fan of the Guerlain Robe Noire series, but they're doing an Eau Fraiche, which claims to have pistachio as one of the notes. I can't smell the pistachio, but it is quite a nice, fresh fragrance. I've got a few more samples. I'm not sure I'll buy it yet, but I did quite like that. So apart from a toothpaste in there, that was what I used up in May and June, and quite a few of those were positive. So I shall speak to you again soon with my favourites. Bye for now.